Today, I would be talking to you on the concept of transmigration of the spirit or soul. I'll be discussing it under three heads. The first thing which needs to be understood is the terrestrial existence of the human being. When we say terrestrial existence, on the surface of the earth or the earthly plane of existence. Now here comes the Darwin's theory of evolution. As you all must be aware, human being evolved over a prolonged period of time, from the microorganism onwards. Over the process of evolution, the spirits started taking birth as microorganisms, birds, reptiles, mammals, and finally as human being. The evolution has been over a very long period of time. This is one journey of the spirit as per the theory of evolution. But the point here I want to ask is, 100 years back, for example, the population was, let's say, about 4 billion. Today, you all are aware, there's about 8 billion. So where this extra 4 billion have come from? It is self-explanatory. They must be taking birth. Some animals must have been taking birth as human beings, that means. Now that explains the variations in the population of various species. As we say, tiger population is going down, but the spirits are transmigrating into some other species. That means either as humans or as maybe herbivores. Similarly, when we talk about some population of a particular herbivore species is dying, maybe obviously the spirits must be getting transmigrated to some other species. So this dynamic transmigration of the spirit from, let's say, birds to animals, animals to human beings, it's a constant thing. However, the point here is, once the spirit has reached the stage of taking birth as a human being, it doesn't mean that any human being, if he dies, he will again take birth as a human being only. It's quite possible he might again go back to the animal kingdom, but temporarily, not permanently, because since it has already reached a particular state, temporarily it might lapse or relapse back into animal kingdom. Again, after taking a few births as animals, it will again transmigrate back into the human existence. Now, this is the terrestrial journey of the soul, as we talked about. Now, once a human being has started taking birth as a human, it is, as the ancient texts have been saying, it goes for many what do you call, millions of years probably, or could be anything else. So this is now, that means basically the spirit is now stuck in the cycle of human birth, dying, taking birth again dying, again taking birth. This eternal cycle of birth and death is a kind of a trap now for the spirit. Now this is one part of the story. Now the second part of the story, here I'm taking the now help of Sanskrit text, ancient Sanskrit texts, which say there are 14 planes of existence, from 14 planes of existence from bottom to top, on a kind of a axis, center axis. In Sanskrit we refer to as the Mount Meru. So these 14 planes of existence, when we take, if you count from the top, the earthly plane of existence is 7th, and below the earthly plane of existence, There are 7 more. Call them subterranean. And the ones which are above the earthly plane of existence, call them, let's say, celestial beings, celestial planes of existence. Now here we are concerned with only 2 immediate planes of existence above the earthly plane of existence. One is referred to as Bhuloka in Sanskrit. That is, correction, Bhavarloka. Bhuloka is the earthly plane of existence. Next is the Bhavarloka. Now, this is the place where people go after dying. After death, people go to that Bhavarloka, next immediate plane of existence. There, in various cultures, generally it is widely accepted that a kind of a judgment is done by the god. In case of Sanskrit text, the god is referred to as the Lord of Death or Lord Yama, or call it by any other name. After the judgment is done, those who have earned religious merit, they are given passage to the next plane of existence. They don't stay there, they immediately go to the next plane of existence, which we refer to as, in various cultures, it is referred to as heaven, or we call it as Svargaloka in Sanskrit text. Bhuloka, Bhavarloka and Svargaloka. And those who have not earned the passage to the next plane of existence, they are supposed to be undergoing the punishment and then thrown back to the, again, earthly plane of existence. Similarly, those who have gone to the heavenly abode, they are also supposed to be, after exhausting their religious merit, they are also thrown back to the earthly plane of existence. Maybe some may be thrown to the subterranean planes of existence also. So this transmigration, it will also keep going. Constantly it will keep happening. And those who have managed to go to the next levels of higher levels, that is beyond Svargaloka or the heavenly abode, they probably will not be now returning back. They are permanently, they stay in the upper planes of existence. So these are the 3 things which I wanted to discuss when we say that, talk about the transmigration of the spirit. And this transmigration will continue eternally and forever till the time, as I said, unless someone has managed to go to this, the upper 4 planes of existence beyond the heavenly abode. That is possible only once the accumulated karma of the individual spirit is completely neutralized. So that's it about the transmigration of the spirit. That's all I wanted to talk to you today. Thank you very much.